Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the English trainer for this hour. What we will be going over is privacy in the 21st century. And hello, Adam. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Thanks, I'm fine. How are you?
Morning. Very good. So, where are you from?
I'm from Hungary.
Hungary. Awesome. Awesome. So, is your name Adam or Autumn?
Adam.
Autumn. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So, and what is this picture of? Oh, do you have an eagle there?
Yeah, yes, I'm in a zoo, in the Budapest Zoo, and
Oh, wow.
this is a metal eel.
Okay. So, it's a statue.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, excellent. Well, if you're from Hungary, you might recognize this. Let's see, I'm going to turn off my picture. Do you recognize that?
No, I don't recognize. Is this a kind of bear?
No,
Or
it's a Hungarian sheepdog.
ah, okay. I don't know the type of Hungarian dogs.
Yeah, it's a pumi, and it's of
Ah,
course it's out of Hungary, but it's very rare here in the U.S. We only have about 200 of them. So,
ah.
and he was actually born in Hungary, and
Mhm.
then he moved to Finland to become a stud dog, and then I got him when I was living in Finland. So yeah. So but so far there's been four Hungarians and only two have known about that type of dog. So yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen the Pumi
Uh-huh.
because I know Puli and the other Commodore and
Commodore. Yeah. They're part of the same family, all three of them.
uh yeah,
Yeah.
we had a Puli
Oh,
dog
you have a
at
pulley.
home.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
yeah, sorry.
Sometimes there'll be pumi dogs born in puli litters, and sometimes there'll be uh, pulis born in pumi litters. So they're very close.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
excellent. Yeah. Yeah. The one thing, the pumi dog just doesn't grow his hair out as long. So
Uh-huh. So that's the different.
it's pretty much the only difference. So yeah. Hello, Julio. How are you?
Hello, Holly. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. Great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Today is a bit windy and the temperature is a little bit cold today, so it's good. I like these kind of days.
Uh-huh.
I
Stay
spent,
inside.
yeah,
Hmm.
I just spent most of my day watching a TV drama called The 4400. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, uh-huh. I watched on Netflix about a year and a half ago. Yeah. So, where are you in? What season are you in?
I just finished the first season. The
Okay.
first season, it's when the baby's about to be born.
Uh-huh. It gets really, really intriguing after that. Yeah, you'll enjoy it if you like those kind of shows. So, excellent.
Yes, I do, and I think it's also a great way to practice my English listening skills.
Hmm.
Even though it's weird, but I don't feel like it's really helping me to improve my English. I don't know why. I mean, I can understand all of it, but I cannot recall the exact phrases they use. It's like I just
Hmm.
get them, but I cannot repeat them,
Yeah,
and that's weird.
yeah. Well, it's probably at your level of English. It's really hard once you get to a certain level. It's really hard to know how well you're improving, and so other people might be able to see it, but you can't. So anyway, Julio, this is Autumn, and he's from. You can't hear me, Alexander and Autumn. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
Okay,
yes, sir. Can hear you.
okay, okay. And Alexander, this is Autumn. He is from Hungary.
Oh,
And
hello, Adam.
Adam,
Uh,
this is Alexander from Russia, and the Julio is from Mexico. So, and what time is it right now in Hungary? Is it 7 or 6?
it's 6 a.m.
Okay. And so is it 7 a.m. in Russia then, or is it 8?
8.
8.
8.
Okay. Yeah. And then, of course, it's 10 p.m. here in Idaho, and for Julio it's 11 p.m. So, yeah. Yeah. So did you all of a sudden not be able to start hearing me, Julio?
Yeah, sorry, now I can hear you just fine. But I
Okay.
didn't hear your response.
Yeah. What I said is sometimes you get to a certain level and you don't realize if you're improving or not. You know, you kind of improve and you get to this plateau and then you improve again and stuff like that. And it is you really don't sometimes you really don't know. You know, as long as you're communicating and understanding and so forth. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but it's good that you can understand the 4400 because that's fairly sophisticated and so you know you should be proud of yourself because I think a lot of people would have a hard time with that. So anyway,
Thank you. Actually, I
yeah.
remember I talked with a teacher and he told me that me as because I started learning English when I was probably a teenager and I didn't start early on when I was a kid that
Oh
I
really?
wouldn't yeah he told me that I wouldn't get to be I mean I wouldn't get to feel I will never get to feel comfortable with English, but I will be able to communicate with it and to express my ideas, but I will never feel it like my native language. But he
No.
told me that if I had started earlier, probably around when I was a kid, probably I would have gotten to a level that I would feel it equally to my native language.
I don't completely agree with that. I just because I've met two men, both who moved to Finland when they were 18 and 19, and both have become completely fluent in Finnish, and feel just as comfortable in Finnish as they do in English. And so I don't completely agree. What I do agree is that you will always have a sort of accent. Um, you know, you will never sound like a native, but you could get if you work hard enough, you could get fluent enough in English. I don't agree with that at all
Okay.
because I've met people who have done that or who have started English late in life and they're still. In fact, my French professor in college learned English probably she was 60 something and she did have a very strong accent, but she learned English when she was about 30 or 35 after the war in World War II. And she first learned Spanish, and she was a very interesting lady, very fun. But anyway, Julio, this is Autumn from Hungary, and uh, and have you been taking classes at Verblink for a long time, Autumn, or are you new?
Yes, I'm quite new, so I'm joined to Verbling for 2 weeks ago.
So, oh, Moham's asking why is losing accent that hard? Moham, the theory is in language learning and linguistics that if you learn a language before the age of 11, you can have the ability to naturally speak the language like a native speaker with the native speaker accent. But if you learn the language after and later in life, it's more difficult to speak a second language with an accent. And if I remember right, it has something to do with the learning center of the brain, where if you learn it when you're younger, it's a neurolinguistic thing. Yeah, if you learn the language when you're younger, it's on the same side of the brain as your first language. Where if you learn the language older, it's on a different side of the brain. That's from what if I remember right from my graduate studies, but that was 15 years ago. So, but hello, Ali. How are you today?
Well, I'm fine. How are you today?
Very good. Very good. Yeah, it's getting late here, and the weekend's almost over here in Idaho. So,
Yes.
and it's
I'm
starting
sorry.
for you. What time is it starting? What time is it?
8 o'clock
8 in the morning. Okay,
in the
excellent.
morning.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So, which of you guys? I'm assuming all of you use social media, but I'm not sure. Are all of you guys signed up on social media sites? So, everybody is on Google Plus at least. So, Autumn, are you set up on different social media sites?
Yes, I use Facebook as well, and I used to use eViv. This was an Hungarian social media site, and
Uh-huh.
of course I use Google Plus as well.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. I think all of us have to use Google Plus because of the Hangouts. Okay, so Facebook and then a Hungarian. Okay, Facebook, Google Plus. Um, Alexander, what social media sites do you use?
Actually, none of them. Only Google Plus for Verbling.
Really?
Yes, I'm not into it. It's very strange for me when
Uh-huh.
people. I'm not judge anyone, but for me
Uh-huh.
it's really funny when people start, this photo, especially women. It's so funny, like kids with a selfie, I guess it's called.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Strange. I don't know. Maybe I old. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I don't use it. I use Messenger for friends like Viber and WhatsApp,
Uh-huh.
but
Okay.
social network.
But you're not set up on LinkedIn and Facebook and
No,
Twitter and
no.
Pinterest and all of them. Okay. All
No.
right. That's amazing. I think most people are definitely set up on one at least. Ali, are you set up on any social media sites?
For me, just only for Google Plus.
Just Google Plus. Okay.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
also WhatsApp. I have
What's
WhatsApp on my
what's
I download it in my cell phone.
mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. WhatsApp, I just recently learned about that, but it's not popular in the US. And the reason is because most of our phone packages, we get free SMS. And so unless you're communicating in different countries, people just don't have a need to use WhatsApp. So, all right. And Julio, are you connected on any social media sites?
Not really. I'm not really fond of social media.
Uh-huh.
I am a very quiet person. I like to keep my life to myself. I
Mm-hmm.
do have a Facebook account, but I never upload anything. I never put
Uh-huh.
on anything on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I just use it to, I don't know, watch funny news and sometimes funny videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really a active user of Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm a huge geek, everyone. I think I've got an account on everything. So, Ake, welcome. How are you today?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Very good. So, question for you: are
Mhm.
you connected on different social media sites?
Yes, I'm using Facebook, Twitter, and Mixi, and Google
Mixi,
Plus. I create a Google Plus account for this, for
for
joining
Verbling.
Barbering Plus. Yeah,
Yeah. What is Mixi?
Mixi is a Japanese social media.
Okay.
It's a bit like Facebook, but it's simpler than Facebook.
Okay. Okay. And nobody has LinkedIn?
Yes, I
Ah,
have
I have.
LinkedIn, but
I forgot. Go ahead.
Okay, so some of you have LinkedIn. Yeah. And some people forget that LinkedIn is pretty much in the same
Yeah, I
category.
don't upload anything. Yeah, on
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
And
Also,
I eh,
also I have Tango. It's
Tango.
free. Yeah, Tango. You are calling another person. It doesn't matter for his country. Just it's easy and it's also free.
Is it like Skype?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it's Tango and Skype. Okay, Skype and WhatsApp. But
It's easy. It's easier than Skype, but it's free. Skype, there is sometimes you have to pay.
yeah, Skype is free for if you call Skype to Skype, but if you call Skype to phone, it isn't free. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't
So,
yeah.
all right. Yeah, I think I started out with Facebook and got really involved with that, and then I had a friend tell me about Twitter, so I joined that, and then all of a sudden it was like I was on all these different sites, and then Google Plus came on, and I'm like, what is this? Not another one. So, anyway, have you guys ever searched for yourself online? What did you find? So, Autumn, have you ever searched for yourself online?
Yes, I have searched myself online, and I found my Facebook profile, and I found my name in secondary school website. And I found myself in some forum posts, and of course I came across my picture as well. So
Okay. Yeah, so you were able to at least find yourself, which is good. So,
yeah.
okay, have you ever searched for yourself online, and what did you find?
Yes, some materials about me, and kind of yeah, and one yeah, some writing yeah, opened. In, I intended or I intended, and yeah, and hopefully I'm not picture of me. I guess, as far as I know.
Okay, no picture.
Not so many materials on the
Okay.
internet, but yeah, some material I found by
Uh-huh.
using ego. Is it called ego search, right?
It could be Ego or Google or Bing, whatever search engine you want to call it. Yeah.
I mean, searching by myself. Me,
Ego
usually called
search.
ego search. Yes.
I've never heard that, but it makes sense. I've never heard it though. So, totally makes sense. Alexander, have you ever searched for yourself online?
Yeah, once I did it, and of course nothing.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Do you have a common enough name? Did you find other people with your name?
No.
Yeah. Okay. And
Only in internet that that there is my telephone number.
okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, and it makes sense that you you shouldn't be found because you're not involved in any websites, social media or anything. Yeah. And Ali, how about you? Have you found yourself online?
Yes. I searched for my phone number. Then I found some. My friend, they give me as like a nickname, not give right name. Just they give me a right on the offer for my phone nickname, and some the name I doesn't like that. But I don't know who write it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait a minute. Okay. And Julio, have you found yourself online?
Yes, actually, I just did it a few minutes ago, and I was happy to see that I found a short story that I wrote in, well, I wrote it probably in 1999, but I posted it in 2012, and it has 5 ratings, and they are all 5 stars.
Oh, wow.
So probably I'm better writer than I think.
Uh-huh. Well, that's great. And is that Spanish language then?
Yeah, it's in the Spanish language.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of. There is an American writer called Howard Philip Lovecraft.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's similar to Edgar Allan Poe, and I was inspired by him, and I did some writing, but I stopped doing it because of work and
Mm-hmm.
life. It's
Mm-hmm.
cool that I found it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when I Google myself, I'm pretty much everywhere. And I think it's because of the type of work that I do.
Yeah,
Uh,
because you are teacher. You are the teacher.
yeah, because you can, well, I've got so far several pages. I started out with my LinkedIn profile, and then I've got the next page, a bunch of material like I did. I thought I'd find verbling in the top, but it looks like verbling is not on the top. So, interesting. But I used to Google myself every few weeks because of the type of work I was doing, and just to make sure that everything looked right. But I usually cannot find myself on. I've got my privacy settings up high enough that I can't find myself on Facebook or that kind of stuff. It's usually more of the things that I want to make public. So, which is good. All right, let's go on. Vocabulary. Before we read this text, we're going to look at some vocabulary. The vocabulary words here are unwittingly, horrified, an escapade, social media, and post. This verb post is this is a verb. It's to post. To post. Do you guys know all of these words?
Sure.
I didn't want a first word, but I already translated it.
Oh, okay. You didn't know the first one. Yeah, unwittingly is, people just do everything by when they do something on accident. So, all right.
Sorry,
Julio.
what
Yes.
is an escapade?
An escapade is usually an adventure.
Okay.
Something that you go out and just have fun doing.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, Julio, can you read the first definition and match it?
Sure. Unwittingly. Um,
Or the definition on this side.
sorry.
No worries.
Websites such as Facebook and Twitter, social media.
Yeah, social media. Okay, and the next one, Autumn, can you read that one?
Yes, an exciting or risky adventure. This is an escapade.
Yes. Okay, and then Ali, could you do the next one? Ali, are you there?
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Sorry. Yes, it was mute.
Oh, okay.
I was talking, but it was mute.
Yeah, I think what happened is you unmuted. You weren't muted, and then you muted yourself. So anyway.
Not on purpose. That I think it's unwittingly.
Perfect. That is exactly what it is. If something is not on purpose or an accident or not planned, then you unwittingly have done something. Okay? Okay, could you do the next one?
Put text or photos on website, usually publicity post.
Publicly.
And
that's to post, yes. Okay, and then the final one, Alexander, shocked would be
horrified.
Horrified. Okay. So, Autumn, can you tell us the last time you were horrified with something?
Oh, this is a tricky question. I don't know. I think I'm not the shock people. Maybe when I read an interesting article, for example, when a young Hungarian actor died, maybe I was a little bit shocked.
And you're a little bit horrified. Okay, excellent. All right. And Julio, could you tell us the last time you unwittingly did something on the internet?
On the internet.
Yeah, it makes it more difficult, I think.
Yeah, sure. I think that was one time. This was in, well, it was not exactly on the internet, but I was using a
Smartphone.
messaging program. Yeah, I was sending a text message to someone, but I unwittingly I sent it to somebody else, and we got kind of a bit of a confusion there, and at the end I had to do some explanation, but everything turned out okay.
Yeah, it's an explanation or possibly even damage control.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely damage control, but
Yeah.
that's the risk with those kind of technology, you know?
Exactly. Or, some people will post something on a social media site that they if they would realize who is actually seeing that, they probably would not post it. So,
Yeah.
all right. Ake, tell us about the last escapade you've been on.
Escapade. Maybe going to America alone for the
Okay.
first time.
That was the first and last time you were on an escapade?
Yeah, after that I don't travel so much and long distance. So
Okay.
and usually domestic travel.
So when you first landed in the U.S., what was it like for you? You're so long, far away from home, and
after the long travel, maybe I am very tired. So I thought, what? This is America, Japan? Because architecture, concrete architecture, same. But I couldn't feel the America's atmosphere at that time. Then I met a Spanish tourist, and I gradually realized it's not Japan. And next day I really confirmed, oh, it's America.
Okay, and not in Japan.
Yeah, the time, yes.
That's funny. That's funny. I remember coming back to the States one time. I had been away for, I guess, a year, and I flew into Memphis, Tennessee, and I went to and it was waiting in the airport, and I went to a fast food restaurant, and there was an Asian person, and it was obvious that he had just arrived, from Japan, Korea, China, and then there was a person who was working who had a really deep Southern accent, and it was really interesting watching how difficult it was for them to communicate. And stuff like that, and I wonder how tired this person from Asia was, and I wonder what he thought. It's like probably he spent years studying English to come to the States and then not being able to understand the accent. So that was a long time ago, though. But all right, so Ali, when was the last time you posted something to social media?
Last time, I think after before 1 month.
Okay, so one month ago.
Yeah, I post the picture for my child in the website. Yeah.
Okay, so 1 month ago. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, and let's see. Alexander, when was the last time that you unwittingly did something for someone that made them happy?
Oh, unwittingly made it happy. Uh, I remember it. A couple weeks ago, I I was telling my mother about my uh, experience of English speaking, and she was really happy to
Ah,
hear that I'm improving. Actually, I just want to tell her, but she was so glad to hear that. I don't know why, and I
uh-huh.
guess that it is.
Yeah, and you unwittingly made her happy. You had no idea
Yeah,
that that was gonna have.
she was very proud, I guess.
Uh-huh. And that's definitely a great example on unwittingly. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and read this text. We have 4 words. I'm going to write these in capital letters in the text chat. We've got password. I believe everybody knows that. Photographs, trends, and settings. So let's see if we can go read this and put these words in the right place. So in the first paragraph, Ali, could you read the first paragraph?
Yes. Have you ever spent time looking for usefully on the internet? You may you may be surprised at how much you can find. Software signature
Engineer.
software engineer was horrified to see the result. I have a responsible,
Reasonably.
unusual, reasonably,
Uh-huh.
and unusually, yes,
Unusual surname.
unusual surname. He explained, so finding myself online was a piece of cake. Within a few minutes, I had discovered my address, some school. That's called uh,
Okay. Does anybody want to help him with that? Some school.
social med, could be.
Yeah, that's the words are in the Verbling chat. We've got password, photographs, trends, or settings. Anyone want to help him?
To post, huh? To post.
Photographs.
Photographs, some school photographs. Okay. Okay. And can you finish?
Photograph and even the name of an old film.
Flame. Okay. So first of all, does everybody know what an old flame is?
Oh,
Old film.
Old flame. And everybody,
an
does
old,
everybody know what that is?
an old love.
Mm-hmm. It is an old. It would be basically an old love, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Okay.
Old.
Old flame. And I remember this word is pronounced yourself. So looking for yourself on the on the internet. Um, and does everybody know what surname, an unusual surname?
Just like a last name.
Yes. So surname is last name.
Surname.
Yeah. So I have an unusual surname, and I'm the only one with the first name Holly. So I'm really easy to find. But my sister, she has like 2 or 3 people with her name. So, okay, all right. And does everybody know what a piece of cake means?
Yeah, easy.
Easy. So a piece of cake means it is easy. Perfect. Okay.
Easy.
All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay, Ken, can you read this one?
It is estimated that that 3/4 of companies research applicants online. Usually, this is done with a search engine. Recently, however, there have also been reports of companies demanding the blank to an applicant's Facebook account. Demanding the what is the option?
They're on the Verbling chat. Can you see the Verbling chat?
Okay. Demanding.
They're in capital letters.
Trend setting.
Trends. There's password, and the photograph. There's passwords, trends, and settings.
Password.
Okay. That is correct.
And this could create a legal minefield of the company if they discover information which could affect the hiring decisions. In interviews, questions on material status, pregnancy, or sexuality are usually off limits, but answers could be unwittingly discovered when examining social media profile.
Okay, excellent. So, so normally, at least in my country, it is against the law for in an interview to ask if you are married, if you're pregnant, or if you're straight or gay. But I know in other countries it's not. Is it legal to ask these questions in your countries?
Well, in Mexico it is not legal, but nobody respects the law that much.
Okay.
Actually, it's very common practice here to ask for a negative pregnancy test for women to get hired.
Wow. Wow. So it's part, they do the drug test and the pregnancy test at the same time. Wow. And how about in your country, Ali? Do people ask about age and marital status and personal questions at interviews?
Almost. There is, especially for your friend. There is, if you have friend. Also, they are asking me special or what you call that private
Questions?
private question. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, in the States, it's against the law because we are so happy. So if a person asks a private question and then they don't get the job, the company could be sued. So how about in Hungary? Is it normal practice to ask personal questions, Adam?
No, I think here not ask personal question. Maybe the smaller companies or the private family companies, but I think the big companies don't ask so personal questions.
Okay. How about in Japan, Ake?
I just browsed the internet. Probably some private information, race, nationality, and social class. I don't know. Social class exists here, but anyway, kind of a bit old-fashioned, or kind of political belief, or whether that person have joined the union or not. And that not mention about gender or sexuality or kind of thing in this website, pregnancy too. I'm not sure. So, but maybe not so strict like US, I guess.
Yeah, in the US, it's just totally against the law. So, Alexander, how about in Russia?
In Russia, it's normal for asking about marital status, pregnancy, but not about sexuality. Sexuality, I guess, it's gay you or straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about. It's not
Uh-huh.
common to ask.
Another way, actually, it's really said is a sexual orientation.
Yeah.
It's really a better way of saying that. So, yeah, but they can ask age, and we don't even put dates in our CVs anymore, because then you can figure out how old a person is. So you say you have a university degree, but you don't put the date when you graduated. So, all right. Next one. Alexander, could you read this section? Maybe from here to here.
Okay, from privacy to future, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Privacy experts recommend a number of steps to reduce the amount of personal information available publicly. Think twice before posting any photographs on the internet. The saying "what goes online status" online.
Stays
Sorry?
online. What goes online stays online.
Okay, the saying "what goes online stays online" could come back to haunt you in the future. Pictures of a drunken escapade could prove costly in the future.
Okay,
Totally
thank you.
agree.
Yeah, exactly. Julio, could you read number 2 and 3?
Sure. Number 2, check the privacy settings on social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter. Make sure that only your friends have access to your pictures. Be aware of posting information on blogs, which might be embarrassing in the future.
Okay, exactly. Okay, and then last, Autumn, could you read the last paragraph?
Yes, undoubtedly, it is becoming increasingly difficult to control one's privacy in the technology age. While it is important to keep up with the latest trends, there is the risk that the same technology could be the source of regret in the future.
Okay, so the first one, technological. Technological.
Technological.
And then technology.
Technology.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this NO in the first one is pronounced differently. Technological, and this is technology. So the stress is completely different because there's that extra couple of letters. So, all right. Are there any words and phrases in this that you guys do not know? If something comes back to haunt you, does anybody know what that means?
I know when ghosts hunt you.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same idea. Basically,
It appears something like that.
It's a number one. Come back to haunt you. Basically, a past action could result in a future consequence. So, okay. Any other words? Okay. Do you guys agree with these suggestions? Autumn, do you agree with these?
Yes, I agree with this. So you have to think about what would like to post on Facebook or Twitter or the other sites, and I think you shouldn't show too much about yourself. For example, it is very dangerous post in every post picture in every moment when you are in a pub or in a bar. So I think you have to aware about it.
Yeah, be very careful. All right. And Ali, do you agree with this? This what is it? These steps
But
to reduce the information.
yeah, I certainly agree with this because this is as advice. This is advice us to
Mm-hmm.
to don't don't post or download your privacy any information about you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
You that mean you have to keep secret.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you should keep things
Yeah.
private. Yeah. Yeah. And okay, you've asked a question. Drunken escapade equals
Yeah.
drunken picture.
Hmm.
So if somebody goes on a drunken escapade, they might post a drunken escapade would be like an adventure. Like I guess a good example would be from the movie well,
Hangover.
dude, where's my car?
Hmm.
You know, where he gets drunk and he doesn't know what he did. Um,
Yeah.
so that's a drunk. You know, so if somebody gets so drunk that they've gone and they get married or they do something,
Hmm. Right.
um, that's a drunken escapade.
Okay. I got it.
Okay,
Also, there was a film with Zach Galifianakis, Hangovers.
I never saw that one.
No? Maybe
Uh-uh.
guys, it also was drunken
Yeah.
escape.
Did he
Yeah.
go and do
That's
all
a
kinds of
typical
stuff?
one.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, those films were basically if they get drunk, then they go out on a drunken escapade. Is basically what they've done. So if they do something that they normally wouldn't do when they're sober. So, um, and many times I don't know, a lot of people will post things on Facebook when they're sober. They probably would not. So, I wonder about some of the things I see on Facebook. It's like, what is this? Why am I seeing this? So, okay, let's look at this. Let's vocabulary number 2. Let's choose the best explanation for the underlined phrases. Julio, can you read the first one?
Sure. If something is a piece of cake, that means it is very easy.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And Alexander, could you do number 2?
An old flame is a previous girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yes. Perfect. Okay, and number 3, Autumn, could you do that one?
If a topic is off limit, you aren't allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, and number 4, okay.
If something comes back to you, haunt you, it causes a problem for you. It happens to you twice. You're frightened by. I think it causes problems for you.
Yeah, it causes problems for you, exactly. And then Ali, number 5.
If something is legal minefield, it could be there is lots of legal problem.
Yes, there's lots of legal problems. So if there's a legal minefield, so say for example, here in the States, I know of a person that she went to a job interview and she was 9 months pregnant. And they did not ask her about it, and she did not talk about it. And if they would have asked her about the pregnancy, and then not hired her, it would have been a legal minefield because she could have sued them. But instead, what she did was she she went and got a job in a lower area, not the supervisor job, but another job. And then after when she started the job, they actually promoted her within 2 weeks because they realized the baby was not a problem. So it was interesting when I heard about it. I was like, really? So, all right. So, Alexander, can you tell me something that you find is a piece of cake? Tell us something that is a piece of cake. Something you do.
For me, it's oh, can make up. It's a piece of cake to repair the computer.
Okay. Where for a lot of people, it would not be a
Yeah.
piece of cake. Exactly.
Yes, it's
Perfect. Okay. Autumn, do you ever run into old flames? And when you do, what happens?
Yes, I had an old flames. I met her few times, but it was awkward meeting, I think so.
Is it an awkward meeting? Okay. So you would say, yes, I've run into an old flame.
Yes, Evelyn.
And it was an awkward meeting. Okay. All right. Julio, what, in your opinion, for a language class like this, what type of topics are off limits?
Religion.
I agree.
And totally. And stereotypes. So, sometimes people get offended by them.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Politics? Well, not always. It depends. And definitely nothing about sex or, very spicy or controversial topics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and especially in this class, because sometimes we actually have people that are really young. If you were you in the class, Julio? I think one of you were in the class, and there was a kid in the class that I finally asked him how old he was, and I thought he was about 14, and he was 11.
Oh yes, I know the kid.
Remember that? Yeah, and
Good
so.
kid.
And I'm like, I'm glad I know your age, so I'm going to be careful of making sure the topics are not too.
I remember you were asking him some like adult questions,
Yeah.
like about job and everything, and he was like, "Well, I'm only in 6th grade or something like that. Like, I want to get good grades. That's what I want to do."
And you're doing the right question. You're answering the right questions and doing a really good job. But I didn't realize he was as young as he was, and so I was like, okay. So all right. And okay. Have you ever had something come back to haunt you? And if so, can you tell us about it? Or if not, just tell us it's none of our business.
Yeah, on the internet, I'm usually careful about kind of posting pictures or not posting or picture. But right after I connect to internet, I was naive. I did some posts intentionally, and recently I found the Google, not on I kind of Google Street View showed my home.
Oh wow!
Very clearly. So I asked and Street View has a button to claim that it's my privacy or something like that. So they erase that image from the because sometimes usually it's happening, without notice. Actually, that's scary.
Yeah. It's. I mean, I think about it. Sometimes people will ask me, "What town do you live in?" Well, I live in a town of 850 people. So if I want to be found, and people can find me, so I will usually say one of the towns, one of the cities close by, like Boise, Idaho. I'm from the Boise, Idaho area, you know, because I don't want to be found that way, you know. So, okay, and Ali, have you ever been involved in a situation where it becomes a legal minefield?
Yeah, everybody in the they have like this legal manifold. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there is problem in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Always they facing this problem in his life.
Yes, everybody
But
does. Huh?
yeah, yeah. But Alhamdulillah, for me, I don't face big problem. But
Mm-hmm.
it's piece of cake. I found it, but it was piece of cake.
Oh, good. Excellent. So you ran into a legal minefield, but it was a
Yeah.
piece of cake when you actually went to take care of it. Excellent.
Yeah, yeah. You know why it is a piece of cake?
Mm-hmm.
If you like facing like this legal manifold,
Uh-huh.
you have to follow. How can you solve it by use easy way?
Mm-hmm. You have to jump through the
Yeah,
right hoops.
got that.
Yeah, that's one way. So, all right. Um, let's go on to number one. Julio, can you read that one and put the
Sure.
correct
All right.
idiom in?
Although Tom is a famous actor, the subject of his family is um it's off limits in
Yes,
interviews. Yeah.
off limits in interviews. Okay. Number two. Ali, could you do that one?
I thought the exam could be really tough, but it was actually piece of cake.
Yes, a piece of cake. Okay, and number three. Alexander, can you do that one?
My brother dreams of getting back together with his I forgot, it's old flame. Old
Yes,
flame.
okay. With his old flame. Yes. Some people do that, but not everybody. Okay, could you do number four?
Okay. The decision to cut number of employees might haunt.
Come back to haunt.
Yeah, come back to haunt. Yeah, in the future.
Actually, my old job has that happened to them. They hired a bunch of us and what they told us was 2 years, and after 7 months they laid 80% of the people off, and they told everybody to come back in 3 months, and not everybody came back. So now they're actually closing the doors in February, and it's like, really? It came back. The lies that they did when they initially hired everybody came back to haunt them. So, number five, Autumn, can you do that one?
Yes, writing a will can be a legal minefield. It's a good idea to use an attorney.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
What is a legal minefield? Not quite.
Basically, and this one I think of all of them is the most difficult to understand. If something's a legal minefield, it is, if you make a mistake, you could get sued and it could come back to haunt you. Because you will have all kinds of illegal problems. So if you write a will and you write it incorrectly, it could be a legal minefield because you'll make so many mistakes. Does that make sense?
Yes, so it's a mistake that you can perform, but it's legal with legal um,
Why?
like
Yeah. Well, for example, if in the States,
documents or maybe.
for example, in the States, if you ask someone, if I am interviewing you, and I ask you how old you are, and then I decide you are too young, and so I don't hire you, it's a legal minefield because you could sue me because I didn't hire you because of age.
Mm.
So that's what it is. So it's if it's a possibility that someone could sue, and I think it's a bigger issue in the United States than it is in other countries. So
Excuse me, one question, please.
uh-huh.
What's the best answer when I said he has a special case or he have special case, and why?
He has a special case or he has a special case.
No, he has a special case. This is answer. Another answer, he have special case.
He has a
Huh. Why
oh
didn't say he have? He have special case.
because he she it has and
Ah,
we you they have.
yeah.
That's why. So
Thank you. Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for your participation. I hope you learned some new idioms and so forth. And I hope to see you in another class. And uh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you
Ale.
very
Thank you.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.